Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here, and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We're playing. This is going to be a demo of "The Day Was Ours," Civil War game from Revolution Games, covering the first Battle of Manassas or the first Bull Run. This is scenario number one. It only goes from 9 till 11:30. I'm in the 10:30 turn right now. So what has happened up to so far is how you can see it right here. We have B. Well, I moved the Confederate forces up to try to intercept just south of the ridge here, and instead of holding them back here by Henry, the victory points are where those red things are, and then of course if there's guys on the broken track, which there are now. So the only one that's still owned by the South is this one right here. So the Union sort of. Well, anyway, Burnside was coming down, and he got down here with most of his troops. He got them all scattered all over the place, and he did a heck of a job. They did a heck of a job between this one and that one. He got flipped over, but they took B and knocked two of his brigades into the broken box, which kind of shattered him, which really happened in real life. B's guys got beat up pretty bad. And then I had Bartow here, and they had another unit. No, they just got separated. So it's what happened because of the retreats and that. So these two guys are apart from each other. Uh, Luckily, they're not in the same, so they can't support each other because they're not under the same command. But this guy can support him over here. Bartow's guys took another hit over on this side. Down here, this is crazy. This is the Davidson artillery. The funny looking ship there. What happened? That was funny. I was sitting here punching them out, and that chip flew out of my hand. Now I've looked all over my floors. I have looked everywhere for that chip and couldn't find it. So I had to make another one anyway. But they're low ammo, and they did take a hit down here. I was too late moving some of Catch's units from here up to support because in this there's a penalty for every unit that leaves this area. There's a -1 VP, and I was thinking I don't want to lose. Two units got to stay, but I don't want to lose 3 VPs just by moving those units out of there. So I left them in there, and it was a little bit too late. They should be up here. They should be up here. Should have been up here in this battle. Over here, Sherman hasn't been able to activate. In the 10:30 activation, he will be able to activate now. And so he's going to be looking for the ford to pass the stone bridge that they can't cross down here. The Union, they could in reality have crossed here, but they thought that it was that there was a lot of dynamite and everything on the bridge and everything to blow them up and kill them as they were crossing, which wasn't the case, but in real life that happened that way. So anyway, we're getting ready to go here, and I got this at the artillery move first. Then we're going to go Union and then Confederate and Union Confederate. Now on this move, they can either fire or move. Okay, so we're going to go take a Union one. Okay, they're going to try to get some of this artillery down here a little bit closer. So the Union can move 8 spaces on their artillery. All right, so this one here is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's in pretty good range for here. Okay, so he's only going to move 6. I just put these on like this to remind myself of that they activated. Now the Confederate artillery. We got one moving up here into place. Let's see, he can fire actually. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can reach Burnside. So let me get my charts out here because he is a smooth bore. And the smoothbore cannon. Oh, effective range is only 6 for 100%, 50% at 9. We count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. So he's going to move this time. It's going to get it up here in the 1, 2, 3, 4. They only have 6 moves on theirs. And he's going to get up, move up here onto this ridge. Because it's a 5 elevation right there, as you can see. And it's going to be above these guys. So if somebody gets down in here, he'll still be able to shoot at them. So that's their activation. Going to provide a next time there. Okay, so now we're going to do a union one again. Okay, and we got this guy coming down here to try to they're coming down here. I'll tell you. They know something's happening. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, they can move further if they're on the road, which they are, or the turnpike. They can move only pay a half of movement. But they're going to stop. Wait a minute. Yeah, they're going to stop right there. This guy here, that was theirs. Okay. Okay, we don't have any artillery over here, up in this area. We've got some artillery here. Let me double check. There's some restrictions on these guys down here. Let me double check them. They can't move. They're not. They can move. They can only move within 3 hexes, as furthest of this one right here. So they can't get on the road there. So he's going to. He's at a level 3, going to level 4, steep slope there. So it's going to cost him 1, 2 to get over there. This will keep him 3, and then he's going downhill again. So that's 3 and 4. Probably got some bad strategy. I messed up earlier in the game, so you like this game? I'm not an expert on it, so if I make a mistake, let me know, okay? And put some remarks down there. Help the channel grow. This is from the Blind Sword series that was created or system that was created by Herman Luttman. All right. This guy doesn't have any restrictions on him, the Davidson, but he is in bad shape over there. Here's a question I do have, so if you experts can lead me correctly, I appreciate it. Underneath here is the low ammo chit. I can't I can't find out in the rules. I probably read it. I'm probably missing it. When and how that low ammo chip can be removed. If you can point me in the right direction, point me to the rule number, I'll look it up and so forth. But anyway, it wasn't their turn to move anyway. I was the one who was thinking. So this Carlisle up here that just came in the Union artillery. So I'm saying this Carlisle, he can only move within 3 hexes of this bridge right here. So what he's going to do is he's going to fire, because this guy's in the open spot, I believe. Yes, he is. And I flipped him over. He's going to fire because he's within range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and that bridge is not causing anything, I don't believe. He has line of sight because that bridge doesn't block the line of sight. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at his 6. Okay? And then we're going to be looking at this chart here. But first, I got to see how you guys can see it the best. I guess it's going to be putting it this way. Wow. I got the map different than what I normally have my maps, and so that's what's causing me a little bit of confusion here. But anyway, I have to roll dice first. He's a okay. So it's a 14. So what we'll be doing, you'll have to follow me. We're going to go to the 14, and we're going to go here to cross the 6 and say there's nothing here. No, nothing happening. Nothing happened that time. So he's activated. All right. Uh, this guy, he's kind of stuck here right now, so they're just going to pass for right now till these guys can move out because they can start moving out a little bit. All right, let's see. We get another artillery up here with the Union. Okay, we have artillery coming down the road. Now the road is blocked. So, in real life, they would have said, okay, all you guys move over so the artillery can go through, but we have to pay for that. Okay. They have to pay an additional one. So I'm going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You don't want to have to be shooting over people. Oh, 8. That's as much as he can go as 8. So he's going to be shooting over people. All right. So he's activated. You probably guys are probably laughing, saying, "Look at this Bill. He's messing this all up." Okay. I don't think we have any more Confederate artillery to activate at this time. So we're going to go back to the Union artillery. We got one more up here. Okay. And you see. Oh, he was right here. We got one. Now he's going downhill, so that's just 2. He's going to move in here next to the creek bed. We don't want to fire through the woods either. 4, 5, 6. What is that in essence? That's 3. So he's still good. I flipped him right over on the map. How'd you like that, guys? I should have put my plexiglass down. Okay. So he's activated. So they're all activated now. So I'll take the chips off. Now we're going to be going into the chit phase. If any either player had held some chits back, they could play them at this time if they could. I have a solo roll that I use because sometimes I forget them in that. But I'll use the chits during the chip draw phase or at the end of the turn. I don't carry them over. All right. So the first thing we're doing is going to be taking our cup now. So there's a chit draw. So it makes it kind of interesting. All right. So now we drew Johnson, who's a 4. Okay. So he's going to pick one of its units to activate. Okay. So I think what he wants to do is he's going to activate B. And they're going to do a rally. I believe it's called a rally, or no, it's a different order. The order. So come on, it's going to be a regroup order. And they're going to try to recover. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm sorry for that, guys. These things are popping up on my screen here that I don't want popping up. Here we go. Let me put it on pause here. What it's going to do is allow B to take this chip off. Was he shaking or yeah, he was just shaking, not disrupted. So we can take that chip off. And over here on the left, they have all of these things here, these markers like this. And I didn't roll for B's activation because of, I forgot. It says he's activated. Anyway, this one's a little bit different because first of all, you roll for Johnson, which I did. And I must have thrown this chip back in there. I hope I did. And then anyway, then you roll for the commander there, and then you roll. It's got another chart that you use the group's leader's name or rank in the die roll to determine how many units. But there was only one unit left there, so he's out there. He's been activated. That was Johnson. Okay, this is the fortunes of war. This says the next chit pulled is disregarded. So we'll put that over there. and it is the Tyler's activation. So that's going to be disregarded and it's thrown back into there. Okay. Why is it thrown back into there? Because he's commanding 3 different units. Okay, now we got the Confederates doing a rally. They're doing another rally. So they're getting some breaks right here to try to help them out. They play now or at the start of any chit draw phase. We're going to play it now. Okay. Remove all shaken and disrupted markers from each unit in 1 hex. Location of enemies doesn't matter. Or also I can do it. Conduct a rebuild attempt with 1 unit in the hex increasing the CR by 2. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to take this off of here. Okay. So that's 2 in a row that that's making them just a little bit stronger. Okay, here we go. They need the help they get. Catch activated. He'll be moving this time. Probably Evans too, but I got to check on Evans's restrictions. Okay, let's keep her going here. You guys like this. I'm not real good at these games. I want to try to get better. I got to throw that. Oh, there's Johnson. I didn't throw him back in the cup. So Marvel, we missed one of his things. I want to try to get better at these games, playing these games and giving you some demo time on them. All right, who do we got here? We got a command and confusion. All right, so we're going to keep that. And the next time the Union gets them to do something, we're going to do command and confusion, and then they can get it. I'll show you that when it happens. Okay. Okay. Wow, we're really getting. This is a Beauregard. All right. And he's a 4, so we're going to roll 1. And he's a 2, so he's in good shape. All right, now this is Catch and Evans. All right, so this time here, we're going to do Catch. All right, we have to leave the 49th let me see who we got to leave there. The 49th VA Battalion and 1 other. Okay, so the 49th VA Battalion happens to be right here. And we'll leave this guy here, and then we'll move these guys out. We're going to move these guys out on a maneuver order. All right. And now I'm going to do Catch is he's a 5. So what I do on this is different than other ones. I'll show you. His command rating's a 5. So I'm going to roll a die, and it's a 4. And then there's a chart that we look on here. Boy, oh boy, I'm having a hard time with this. Okay, then we look down here. We roll the 4, and that's the leader rating 5. And we go down to 4, so that means you can activate 4 different units. You don't have that many that can move anyway. Oh, it's only got 3 that can move. So we're gonna try to get some of these units up there. 2 of these guys are on the road, so they'll make some good progress. Okay, so we're gonna try to get some reinforcements up there to the north. And like I said, if we're using a road movement, they can move. Okay, they're under a maneuver order. They can move. Infantry can move up to 9 spaces, but it's doubled because of the road. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He's in the woods. Okay, that's good. All right, this guy's going to move out. There'll be one right behind him. Okay, they're coming up. Now, which way do I want to move this guy? He can move 9. This is 4, and he's on a 3. That's a 3. So he's going to try to cut across country here. 1, 2, 3. There's no penalty for crossing these small creeks. But now he's going to be going uphill, so it's going to be 4, 5. 6. You see this little there, that's because there was an errata on the map. 6, 7, 8, 9. He did really good cutting across country there. So catch has been activated for this turn. He's coming up. Okay. Boy, it's been all. Let's get him back in there because we still got some more units for him. Confederates had it all going. So, oh, here we go. We got Tyler. This is a little bit crazy. I have a hard time with this Tyler one. He's a 5 or a 3, so let's say he's activated. Oh, it's a 1, so he's going to be able to activate. But he's only got check. Sherman. Oh, Sherman can activate this time. So we want to get him going for the Union. So, but there are some restrictions. Let me see. Okay, they were out there searching. They've been looking for this ford so they can get across the Bull Run, which is running up here, because they know about this Janum down here. So at this hour at 10:30, I have to roll a dice. If it's a 5 or a 6, he found it and he can take his orders. It is a 6, so he did find the ford. Okay, there's actually a chip now. The ford discovered. We'll put it right here. Where is that ford? Right here. Okay, now Sherman's going to do a maneuver order also. Just to get across, but they're coming across country, so it's going to take them a little bit more time. But let's check the maneuver order again. 9. Okay, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and set right in this line here. Now this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pull up next to him. Oh, that's a pretty powerful force right there. Evan's going to be in big trouble. I can see that coming. Okay, now he's infantry. He can go into the woods. Well, let me see if it costs any more. Yeah, it costs 2 to get into that woods for the infantry. So he's going to go 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He's moving into there. Stacking limit is 10. Okay, and this guy's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop right there. But they're across the ford and they're coming down here. Looks like trouble. Mike and down there. We're moving too many forces up there now. This is going to be quite a battle. I can see this coming up. Okay, that was Sherman that activated that time. So let's flip over his little check over there. Okay. Now we got a firefight. Okay. The problem we got with the firefight right here, I don't know if you can see this. I got 2 guys that are within range to firefight. They're both MSs. I believe they're in range. Let me check. They're miscellaneous. No, they're only effective at 1 range, so they're not even in range for a firefight. But what the problem would be if they were in range on a firefight, they can shoot back on a firefight ship. So they're just going to hold this chip till later and see if they can make something happen out of there. Okay. All right. Okay, we're back to Beauregard. Okay, here is Evans. Okay, now Evans is up here and he's starting to move out. This guy can't move more than 3 away from here, away from 21, 22, 21, 1, 2, 3, unless he retreats out of there, past there. So Evans is going to time. Well, first of all, I gotta check Beauregard again. Yeah, one of my dies just disappeared. There it is over there. Beauregard's a 6, so he's getting a limited activation. Okay, we got that going right now. Limited activation means they can only, because he failed the limited activation, it was higher than his uh, core activate number of 4, means that they can only do a fire combat. And they're not in, they can't move or nothing else. They are not in range to do a fire combat. And so Evans, his chit has been activated. There's no CIC chits in this scenario either. So in case you were wondering, let me see if Beauregard's done. Yeah, Early's not on there. So Beauregard's done. What's going to be happening here? Okay, we got Johnson now, Confederate with a 4. And it's a 3. So he's going to get a full. So let's see who we got. We got B, Bartow, Jackson, and there. Okay. Okay. They're going to do they're just going to do a maneuver order. Barton. Okay, Barton is a 3, so let's see what happens here with his 3 and a 3. Let's check that chart again. Okay, so we look at a die roll of 3. We look at 3. He can activate 2. He may activate up to 2 units, but he's only going to activate 1. All right, and there's a reason before he wants to do this. He's going to move this guy here. 1, 2, 3, and he can stack them because it's only 10 right now. Just trying to build a little bit more defense up because he knows Burnside's coming. Knows he's coming. Okay. So that means Bartow is done. And that means Johnson's done because Jackson and Early are not in the game yet. Okay, now they're getting a rally. Okay. They don't have anybody to rally with, so they're going to just hold the chip. All right. They just going to hold the chip because they don't have any need for rallying at this point in time. That's the Union, that is. Okay. There's a way that those type of chits got into the cup at the beginning of the turn. Okay. Tyler, he's a 3. Let's see what's going to happen with Tyler. He's a 4, so he's getting a limited activation of Shank. And so Shank can't do anything anyway, but he can fire combat. Well, let's see. He's got their rifles. Let's see what their range is. Rifle, they're only effective at going 50 to 25% at 2. He's at 3 though, and it's 25% extreme. So he might as well do the fire combat because he's got nothing to lose. But only 25%. 25% of 9 is 2. Okay, actually 2.5, but round it down is 2. So he might get lucky. He might get lucky. We're gonna roll on here. 43 on a 2. And we're looking at a 0 or a 1 cohesion rate on this. And it is a 1 cohesion rate. So he's going to be facing a cohesion test. My, got him on a long shot. Must have had some sharpshooters. So on the cohesion test, we're going to go. And it's a green cohesion test. We're going to be doing this. We're going to throw the dice one more time. We got a 4 and a 3. So the red goes on the 4 is nothing. But on the 3, we got to retreat 1. So he's retreating 1 more. And he's got to retreat south, I believe, or west. So he's got to retreat 1 more away from that, 1 more from there. So he's going into there. So this guy here says I might as well shoot 2 of my. It says my rifle. No, smoothbore. I don't think you can reach the other guy, but we'll check the charts just to make sure. No, his yeah, Smoothmore musket. Yeah, he's the extremist too. Out, so that doesn't reach, and so they are done. So Tyler is done. And this Schenk, they can't cross unless the the Confederates cross. Let me see exactly how that what that reads, and I'll read it to you. See if I'm wrong. Okay, at this point in time, they can't because there's no read. Tyler's lack of initiative. Schenk's brigade may never move more than 3 hexes away from 3821. Schenck is freed from this restriction if the Confederate cross Bull Run, which they're not. If the Confederate fire or panic forces a unit of Schenck to retreat beyond the 3 hedges from 321 or sends a Schenck unit to the broken track, the unit is now free from restriction. Has not happened yet. Okay, so he's all done. And we are now doing a regulars forward. All right, this is a new one. Let's check this out. Okay, this chit was placed in the cup as a key gun. Here's what this is a new one. This is pretty good. Play now or at the start of any draw phase. The U.S. Infantry Battalion under Porter, not the UMSC Porter, is activated and is automatically placed under any order. The CSA may not play their command in confusion or exhausted to counter this. This chit may only be placed if it's in a cup, not by random draw, and it was put in the cup on purpose. So they're going to hold that. If Porter gets activated, I should have done that command and confusion on that guy. I keep forgetting about these guys down here, or these chits that I'm holding. That's the solo play. I forget that even if I wasn't playing solo. Who am I kidding? Here's the fog of war. Roll a die on the fog of war table. Okay, we got our fog of war table here. We're going to roll the red die. And it's a 6. And the fog of war table says, firing on friends. I've had this before. Can't remember what it means. Let's look it up. Okay. So what the first thing to do is we're going to roll another die, and a 1 to 3 goes to the CSA, 4, 5, 6 to the Union. Okay, so it's going to the Union. All right. This chit is held and may be played anytime an enemy unit attempts to fire or close combat. It cancels the fire or close combat. The canceling of close combat occurs before any defensive fire or defensive support fire. So that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Okay, so you got to see that one too. Get to see some new stuff in this scenario only that I've run across so far. All right, we're getting down to the end, close to the end here. And now we got a low ammo for them. All right. This is the Union. Okay. Immediately place a low ammo marker. This is the Union one? Yeah. Oh, they drew it again. Immediately place a low ammo marker, if available, on a CSA artillery unit. Units will now have -2 column shift 2 to all fire combats. Well, I don't think there's another one available. So as you guys can see, I'm a little bit confused on this low ammo. So any help you could all please give it to me as far as when can I use it? When does it go away? It says if available. Well, the only one that I got in the game is in use at this time. So not available, no good. Can he hold it though? Well, I hold it, he would have to wait to the other one. Okay, this should be somebody to activate Hampton up there. It is. This is Hunter. Okay, he's a 4 and it's a 5. So he's got a limited activation also. But oh, this is Burnside and Porter. I don't know what happened to Hampton's chip. I'm gonna have to check it out. I probably moved. I probably wouldn't have moved this guy here. Oh no, that won't work. Well, anyway, Burnside. Burnside is rifled. He's been causing a lot of problems. So with his rifle, he can reach there in it too. Burnside is rifled, so he's going to be at 50% at that range. So he's going to fire it with a 4. Okay. We're doing a 15. All the way to the 4. Nothing happened. Okay. On fire combat, I think he can fire back. Let me check. He doesn't fire back, but I still have to do a cohesion test on him. And Hampton's cohesion is at 4. Okay, so we're gonna, but we do it on that the what is this one called? Routine. Okay, 51. So he's getting a depleted marker on him. Wow. I got to read that again, but I'm going to put it out there until I prove myself wrong. Oh, he was firing at him. So one of them gets a depleted marker. We'll put it on the bottom guy. Okay, I'm going to be looking at some stuff up. Please give me some help here, especially on this low ammo issue. All right, and whatever else I made mistakes. I'll be doing right now. I'm going to do the end here. There's no thing. We're going to award the victory points. The victory points are 1 for them for the South because nobody's gone up there and taken that yet. So they won, -1, and 1. Okay, so the uh, the Union picked up 1 this time, which now takes us down to 0-0. So 2 is the winner. Thank you for stopping by. SoCalsabre saying, take care of yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this. Be kind to each other and stay safe.